Hello everyone, welcome back to Chasing Neat. I'm Michael and this is my cohort in crime,
Dawn.
Dawn. Insert name here, Dawn.
I was wondering what you were going to say. My cohort, what?
Truth be told, you were just going to start talking over me before I finished.
Whoa, we need to go rewind the videos because lately you've been talking over me.
No, I haven't been talking, I've just been continuing talking.
God, Lord. Yeah, as you can tell, we're married.
To each other.
Oh yeah, to each other. Neither here nor there. You know, funny, we haven't even started drinking anything yet. So.
Not yet, but soon.
Soon.
So you might be wondering why, or have noticed that we have Notre Dame paraphernalia on. I have a shirt, Dawn has a shirt, and hat and earrings.
Yeah, 'tis the season.
'Tis the season. Today is the first game for Notre Dame.
Season 24-25.
Yes, 2024-2025.
Yeah. I can't believe it's here already, to be honest with you.
Yeah, I know. Usually there's a lot more hype, but that's probably usually because we're watching TV, commercial TV, and getting all those commercials, and everyone's doing ads that are related. All the, the local supermarkets or car dealers all have Notre Dame football. So, but we haven't been watching, just YouTube mostly. So we haven't been seeing those
since 2020.
Yeah.
So it does. Honestly, I feel like now that we don't do that, you definitely are disconnected, and it's probably for the better.
Yes, we have our sanity because you can't escape all the negative news and politics and BS. So anyway, back to more important things like drinking. So that's why we are featuring today. We are featuring Teeling whiskey, and this is a special commemorative bottle, Irish whiskey, Notre Dame logo. So Teeling and Notre Dame entered into a 4-year marketing partnership. And so they are
like
going...
Under Armour and formerly Adidas.
Adidas. So they are the official Irish whiskey of Notre Dame. In fact, I think they're the only spirit of Notre Dame. I think there's they have a relationship with the beer that is Guinness. I think it is. And all this started when Notre Dame went over to Dublin last year. But they've
been there before, so maybe it was been in the works. So I don't know.
Well, I'm sure it was, but last year was when they went to Dublin to play Navy.
The first home game on neutral site.
Yeah, and so they that's when they started this partnership, and it was just that one year, but this year it's a 4-year out program, so it's official.
Cool. And we actually, in the next to it, we are going to also taste Rebecca Creek
of Sunnybrook
Farms, but not really of Sunnybrook Farms. But we picked these two non-bourbons today just because in the spirit of Notre Dame's first game against actually Texas A&M, and it's actually at a neutral site in San Antonio, which is why we picked Rebecca Creek. We needed a Texas whiskey. Now,
there's a few to choose from in Texas, but this was...
Well, this one is... I wanted Mike to have us try because our today's tasting, because we actually tried the Rebecca Creek for the first time in San Antonio when they...
In the stadium,
yeah. When
Notre Dame was playing...
Army. It was Army.
I think it was Army.
Yeah, they had a... What's that? It's the Shamrock Series. Yeah, where you go to a neutral site and, all the fun travel hoopla surrounded
Notre
that.
Dame wears all brand new fancy uniforms and
Shamrock
helmets.
Series uniforms
yeah,
and,
so,
the hype. It's fun. But
they go Hollywood.
Are you trying to interrupt me again?
Oh, am I?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Honey, Rebecca Creek. Anyway, we tried that for the first time, and I don't remember when we went. Do you? It's 2017.
Oh, what year? I don't remember. No, it was long. Yeah, I had dark hair.
Yeah, you also had everything was very spicy to you when we tried there. So
that's right.
You were after your couple treatments you had a year prior, so I think you were coming
radiation
in off of that,
treatment.
So, yeah. Anyway, so we have Irish whiskey representing Teeling Irish whiskey representing Notre Dame, and we have Rebecca Creek representing
Texas, because we are playing Texas A&M.
Yeah.
Tonight at
San Antonio.
I think 7.
Oh, sorry, you went time.
Yeah.
Not place. I think 7:30 Eastern. So, anyway. I mean, what do you want to say? Anything else about that yet, or just open up and let's try it?
Yeah. So the Teeling is, according to their marketing, is the #1 rated whiskey in the world, or
Irish whiskey,
in the world.
They all say that.
Sound like somebody was coming through. All right. That is a cork, right? It looks like
I have no idea.
Yep. Oh, it's a little cork.
It's a little. Oh, yeah, that is kind of little. It smells good.
Boy, that's light.
Now, yeah, I have no idea what tasting notes would be, nose notes for Irish whiskey. We don't drink Irish whiskey. Although we have had a Teeling before. I don't remember if it was that one or not. I mean, not this particular bottle, obviously, but does it say anything like just Irish whiskey with anything else on the bottle?
On the bottle itself?
Yeah.
The bottle says, this is finished in a rum cask.
Okay.
So it's Irish whiskey finished in a rum cask. Produced by the Teeling whiskey people. Limited Irish whiskey edition because it's got the Notre Dame logo on it. I'll put the picture up. It's 46% ABV.
Doing the math, carry the 1.
92.
92.
And that's all that says. But I do have some notes.
Oh, I'm smelling. I'm going to nose it, though.
So while you're doing that, I'm going to go over.
I kind of feel like I'm done because there's not much nose. It's sweet. It's super fruity. Comparing what we're used to smelling and tasting for bourbon whiskeys.
Yep. So the Teeling Irish whiskey is crafted using grain and malt whiskeys that are aged separately in ex-bourbon barrels and finished in Central American rum cask.
Mm.
So the tasting notes, floral and herbal with hints of vanilla, rum, raisin notes, and allspice. Creamy vanilla sweetness with dried fruit, raisin, and apricot character, and slight tingling spice. Long warming finish with lingering sweetness, spice, and oak notes. Now that's from their website.
That's a lot of adjectives.
It's
See, we did here.
Wonder what's going on outside.
Our neighbors are doing something.
So it's 46 ABV, triple distilled, non-chill filtered. The nose is floral, vanilla, sweetness, rum, raisin, allspice. The palate is creamy, dried fruits, warming spice. Finish is long, warming finish, and balanced oak spice. So
yeah, let's see what we get.
That's that.
I definitely get the floral here. That's kind of all I'm getting.
But definitely, it's light like an Irish whiskey. And I'm not getting much on the nose. I mean, it's definitely not overpowering. It's definitely not a bourbon, obviously, but
yeah, 0 ethanol.
Yeah.
I don't know.
I smell a hint vanilla.
Yeah, I'd say I could buy that.
And I guess if you put raisins in my head, I would. But it's not quite overpowering.
It's not strong, but so maybe it's a polite whiskey. Maybe it's approachable. So if you were to drink this neat, someone gave it to you. Yeah. It has a little zip.
Yeah.
A little zip for it for 90.
A little zing to it.
Yeah. I'm surprised.
Yeah, at first I thought that was just going to be water-ish. But no, it's got a good, there's the creamy feel.
And it's warming going down my throat, to be honest with you. I mean, it's no Kentucky Hug. Well, obviously, we're not talking about Kentucky Hug. We're not talking about bourbon. But it's,
was it
it's
92
warm.
proof?
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's sweet, though.
Yeah, it's definitely sweet. I mean, that is a whiskey that you could give somebody to introduce them to whiskeys. That's not too powering, has enough flavor, has enough flavor notes that they can kind of distinguish them. And then if you started them off with this, and then the next glass gave them a bourbon, again 94, like a Elijah Craig.
Yeah.
And then they could compare them real quick, or over 2 hours, because bourbon is one of those social drinks that you need to sip over a long time with a good conversation.
Although we're not drinking bourbon.
No, but I'm just saying that Elijah Craig.
I don't know how this would work at a tailgate. It could, it's good. First of all, I think it's very good.
I can see drinking that on a hot tailgate because it's not overly powerful. Sitting.
And I think it could get you in trouble though. Because it's not like, it doesn't feel like you're drinking alcohol. You can sense it with the heat in your throat, but it's got a very pleasant taste.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Which is going to be interesting because going to a Texas whiskey. Yeah.
I like that.
I like it. It's very light.
It's definitely not Scotch.
No.
Not barley.
No. It'll be interesting to try that against the other Irish whiskey that we have. The only one is the Keeper's Heart.
Mm-hmm. I think somewhere I thought I had the mash bill on that. Or was it even in the front? I don't think it's in the front, but I thought I had it in my notes somewhere. Keep drinking.
I'm almost out.
What?
Mine's almost done.
Dun, dun, dun.
Yeah. But okay, you said tasting notes. Floral. I got floral, and I can taste a little bit of the oak. But of the Irish whiskeys that I've tried, which are far and few between, it definitely tastes like an Irish whiskey. I don't want to say it has a little peat to it because it's not like Scotch, but it's different. It's a different note, and you know it is not whiskey.
Yeah.
Well, a traditional American or bourbon whiskey for sure. And then we're not trying to compare it really to bourbon and whiskey. It's
a Notre Dame, and that's why we're doing it. But we should grab our other Irish whiskeys and do an episode just on Irish whiskeys.
Because we have probably two.
We have two, but
we can get more.
We can get more.
So.
Ooh, we could do a Irish whiskey hunt. Write in the comments if you enjoy seeing that hunt and enjoy seeing us review those. Maybe we'll bring some of our featured guest stars in.
We should bring guests. Guests with Irish whiskey should come to our tasting and not us chase Irish whiskey because we have no room for whiskey other than bourbon.
That's right. Our shelves
are
done. Full, and our floor is full, and the added shelf is full, and the bar that's being created is quickly filling up.
You should be in trouble.
Wait till the tequila hits.
No, we're not doing that either. We're having friends.
We have to blow out that wall and build another wing.
We're visiting friends who want to chase tequila and other non-bourbon whiskeys. So you guys are all been put on notice.
Not Mike McKay, but
Mikey.
Mikey McKay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Mikey, invite us over.
We'll invite ourselves over.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Finish up. I need to try Rebecca Creek.
It's not water. It's gonna be sticky.
I have no water.
What the? Do we have to go get water so we can rinse out our glasses?
Nah. I'm sure the Texas whiskey will overpower this glass. There's no going back to Irish.
That is true. The Texans make a statement when they enter the room.
It's Texas whiskey. But let's be honest about this Rebecca Creek. It is actually, this particular one is distilled in Indiana and then finished, taken to
oh yeah.
You can read a little bit of that because you have the glasses on.
Since I have the glasses.
Yep.
So, in 2014, Rebecca Creek Distillery started exploring different whiskeys and aging techniques. The first of the series, the Rebecca Creek Double Barrel Whiskey, was first distilled in Indiana and initially aged for 3 years in second turn barrels.
No, that means.
Quite sure what a turn means.
I'm assuming that means used barrels.
Second turn.
Yeah, I read that too, and I was like,
it's like the difference between a used car and a pre-owned car.
A turned car or a pre-owned.
Anyway, after transporting the barrels to Texas, we batched the whiskey and added American and French oak staves for exactly 10
Exactly 10 days.
10 days?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like very long.
No, but keep reading.
This unique maturation process emboldened the whiskeys while providing dignified characteristics, but we did not stop there. In March of 2010.
2010?
No, 2018.
No.
It looked like a 0.
Yeah, it kind of did to me too.
All right, 2018. We re-barreled the whiskey in New American Oak Classic number 4 Alligator Char. I thought 5 was Alligator Char. But
Oh no, I always thought 4 was, but it doesn't really matter.
Okay.
It's heavily charred.
heavily charred. And they put that in the barrels for another 2.5 years in San Antonio, Texas,
That's how I got to Texas.
to build up layers of complexity and marry the whiskeys for a dynamic finish. So they put the staves in for 10 days, then transported the barrels to Texas and let them sit for 2 years. But
3 years, he said, right? 2 or 3? Oh, it doesn't matter. 2 or
for
3
2.5 years.
Yeah.
So it's almost like tripled oak. So
I know. That's what it kind of sounds like to
Yeah.
me too. I was like,
But 10 days doesn't seem like enough.
I don't know what the point is. But you know what? When they do finish whiskeys, like 1846, and everybody's doing all these finished whiskeys, I don't think those extra staves that they're putting in, or those I like to call them staves on a chain, stuck into the barrel, they're not really in there for a
Wood
long
blocks.
time, are they?
Yeah.
Yeah, the wood blocks, yeah.
Well,
Everybody does it different.
everybody does it differently, but I've never heard anything in terms of days or even weeks. It's usually months.
Ah. Oh, something was spilled out. Interesting.
No, that's bourbon.
No,
Even though it's not bourbon.
well, it's whiskey. 75%.
But it's
corn.
much darker.
Is that where I think I read it? 75%.
Oh, that's
corn.
probably where we're in our research.
Yeah, does it say it's bourbon whiskey? I forgot.
No, it just says whiskey.
Okay.
So,
Right.
my notes on this.
Oh my goodness, I gotta put it back on the right side. Interesting. But like I said, I remember, and I'm interested in looking back to see if when we were in San Antonio, because again, we tried this on the outskirts of on the way into finding your seat in the stadium.
Yeah.
And they had a big booth there, and I remember thinking, this is early on too, before on our bourbon hunt, or over the top bourbon collecting, when we saw this, I thought, well, we'll never see it. And we, of course, never saw it in Indiana all those years. And then in this last summer, when we went down, we went down to Texas. We bought a bottle of this. Actually, we bought this bottle at Goody Goody.
Goody Goody. Oh, yeah. This is a barrel pick.
Yeah.
Selected by Goody Goody. Watch our video on that. This one.
Yeah.
This one is 114.2 proof, and it's barrel 19-0047, bottle 168. So they got at least 168 bottles out of that barrel.
Oh, that smells good, though.
All right, so a little bit about Rebecca Creek. So Rebecca Creek Distillery is named after Rebecca Creek, the creek that runs through the Texas Hill County, the Texas Hill Country, known for its pure limestone filtered water. Steve Eisen was inspired by the natural beauty and resources of the area and had named the distillery in honor of the creek. So they produce this whiskey along with a vodka, Enchanted Rock Texas vodka. I wonder what that would be like, because it's not like aged. Just
I would think
distilled to
vodka
hell.
is vodka, right?
Yeah.
Maybe, I don't know.
And then they have a blended Texas Ranger whiskey. Interesting.
I'm starting. Oh, that's a little hot.
Whoa! Way different than that, which we expected.
But
Oh, that
does not taste like the Texas whiskey that we go, oh, it's Texas whiskey.
yeah.
That's because it's not. It's Indiana whiskey.
That is not your Balcones.
No, not that close.
Oh, that's got a really, really, really sweet finish. Mm-hmm. That's just candy. Oh, we got to go back to Goody Goody.
That's good.
Yeah.
Interesting. And it's different than like I said, a typical bourbon or a whiskey that's more like a bourbon, maybe it's not quite 51% corn kind of thing. But wow, that's good. That's nice.
Yeah. We need more of that.
What do you smell? Yeah.
Definitely brown sugar.
Yeah. And I got a bit of the
A little creme brulee.
Yeah.
But caramel.
It's and I got some ethanol vapors in here. Not strong, but you get some of that.
But
114 proof. I feel like I'm getting a little grapiness to it.
Yeah. A little grape ape.
Yeah, a little bit.
Yeah. Oh, that's good though.
Now I'm losing a little bit of the nose right now.
Second taste. Now I'm getting different notes. Little hint of dark chocolate, burnt chocolate, but still sweet, and still that finish just lingers along. I didn't get much heat on that second sip. The first one I did.
It's mellowing out now, but that heat is when it went through the nose. The first one went down the throat, and it's still going down the throat too. The heat. It's kind of the heat on the Teeling was a little bit in the throat. This is just more pronounced.
Yeah, this one I feel it in my mouth. Not the heat, but the sting. But
yeah.
But that's one that you can take a sip, sit back, have a discussion, have a talk, and still be experiencing that.
Yeah. I can't wait for Denise and Brian to try this one.
Or Dave and Nina.
Mm-hmm.
Or Mitchell.
Mm-hmm.
Mitchell.
Our regulars.
We need more regulars.
Yeah.
Talking to you, Steve and
Tyler? You mean Tom and Linda?
Well, Tom and Linda, but Steve, the Tadoviches.
Oh, Jan.
Jan. I only forget Jan's name because there's so many.
Oh, Jan. It's not like it's Karen.
So many of our friends with that same last name because they're a family of 4. And then each has
a bajillion more after that.
Anyway.
That smells good. But again, not strong. Not strong nose now. But it wasn't strong the first time I was smelling it, though.
I think we've acclimated to it, so we're not picking up that new...
Oh, wait, you're supposed to do this, right?
Yeah.
Smell your arm.
So, what she's doing here is a sensory...
Oh, wait, I'm supposed to... Wait, hold on. And then this. No.
A sensory reconditioning.
A reset.
Reset. So, if you smell the crook of your elbow, basically you're smelling yourself, but you're smelling what you always smell. So, you could have other people around you could swear that you stink. And you might stink to everyone else. But to yourself, you probably wouldn't because that's what you normally smell. So you're acclimated to that, blah blah blah. You don't think that.
You couldn't.
But
you couldn't say that people think you smell good. You had to say people think you stink. Let's just go with people think you smell good all the time.
No matter what people think you smell like, you don't smell yourself because it's just you're acclimated to yourself. So you reset by smelling that. And then you start smelling other things.
I don't smell anything more.
Don't smell your armpit because
no. And that'd
just be gross, number one. Number two is because you probably have deodorant on or antiperspirant or both. Yeah. Or that's where you keep your cheese. I don't know.
Oh my God.
You got to warm it somehow.
You're so disgusting.
Put it on the hamburger.
Yeah, let's turn this conversation back to the whiskey.
Whiskey. It's all about the whiskey. I do like that.
I thought it was all about the base.
It's all about the base. I do like me some Megan Trainor.
Yeah, this is good. Rebecca Creek. Yeah, I'm glad that
I'm not crazy about their label.
That's what I like about it.
I mean, I like everything except how it's made. It just looks like it was photocopied and stuck on.
Oh my God.
I like the design. It just looks like it was photocopied.
Maybe it was. I don't even remember how much that was. Or how much was the Teeling? Do you remember?
Okay, so the Teeling we got at Costco, our local Costco. For those of you who don't know, we are like 3 miles, well, not more than that, probably 7 miles from Notre Dame.
Yep.
So our local Costco tends to carry Notre Dame branding things.
Yeah, and all things Notre Dame everywhere, right?
So this came from there, but I think this wasn't that much. This was under $40, I'm sure.
49, $50, something like that. Yeah. I don't want to say this is probably in the $75 range, especially if it's a store pick.
Yeah.
But that's pretty good. I mean, I like them both. I mean, I don't think I like one over the other. They're different, but I honestly am pleasantly surprised this being a Texas whiskey. But now...
Yeah, I would buy that again.
Yeah. Well, it'll be interesting to see. We need to redo some more research if Rebecca Creek is now doing their own, because obviously this was a distilled in Indiana thing, so...
Well, let's go to their webpage.
Yeah. But now that makes me interested in
Which on their
knowing,
mobile isn't all that good, but...
Yeah, it's probably not as bad as the other Texas distillery we went to that we hated their website, remember?
Oh, there's some that...
It's the old flash crap that everything's popping up all the time. Yeah. So what makes Texas whiskey that funk Texas whiskey then? It's the mash bill? Obviously it's a mash bill.
No, I think it's just the...
It's just the way.
It's the heat.
Yeah. It's so
hot. They have... All right, so...
It's a washing machine.
Oh, okay. It's like that.
You're so distracted.
It's a sound I've never heard.
Focus today.
Focus. You know, I'm
He's
all...
like,
I'm,
squirrel.
you know,
Squirrel.
It's not so much squirrel. It's like I hear something or I see something or something happens. I'm alert. You know, it's the old hockey days.
Oh, boy.
Why is that ref throwing something at me? You know?
You deserved it.
All right, probably.
What were we even talking about? We have to rewind.
So, before I was interrupted, Texas, yes.
Texas whiskey.
Irish, Scotland, it takes longer to age things because their climate is pretty much like that.
It's just wet.
And then, you know, Kentucky is more like, you know, like that. Mm-hmm. And Texas, it's
just hot.
You know, you may have a 100-degree day and a 30-degree night. So that spirit is going in and out and in and out and in and out of the barrel.
Weird.
So much more. So I think that's what really impacts it. So we get different chemicals coming out of the wood into solution.
We're still talking about whiskey.
And you know, much sooner. So
yeah, interesting. So
that, and I think their distillers just have no idea how to distill anything.
Mm-hmm. They're learning now. But you know what they did? They decided we'll just do a category called Texas whiskey and won't make it. So, but anyway,
you know, and all that water comes from Mexico.
Mm-hmm. Maybe. But yeah. So anyway,
you grab it from the Rio Grande. But it's definitely...
Anyway, we are digressing. So going back to the game, Irish are going to play
Texas A&M.
Texas A&M today. What do you think the score is going to be?
21-14. Notre Dame.
21-14. Really?
Yeah.
We don't even know who the quarterback or we lost our heartthrob.
We won't know our quarterback until that person starts, and we really won't know our quarterback until we see which one finishes. Because normally the high profile quarterback will start because the way current quarterbacks are, they have to, be prima donnas and they have to be coddled and they have to start.
Oh my.
But then when they get, produce nothing, then we put in the real person that works hard.
Yeah, but time out. This whole portal thing's changed everything. Has it not? It's
we just buy players now. It's whoever can buy the most players.
Yeah. Well, you just now it's like the years are gone where we go to the games and we get used to the players as they're going from freshmen on up, and now you just don't know because they're all like, oh, where did we get this running back? We don't know. So
yeah, our last quarterback was 5 years in 3 different schools.
Wake Forest and
we like him. I mean, we like him as a player. We liked him as an individual. We just didn't like the process by which he got to Notre Dame.
Yeah, but he got as far.
He got as far.
He got as far. And
no complaints.
Yeah. So, what do I think is going to be? I think it's going to be 27, maybe 21. Notre Dame.
All right, good.
We'll see. Let's go with
28.
No,
because we're going to miss a field goal.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, you have to either go 7, 6, or 3. Or I'm not
I think it's going to
taking
be 2-5.
Shut up. I don't think so. So I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, I wonder if I wonder if the NCAA is adopting the NFL's kickoff rules.
Which is?
They kick off and no one can move until the ball's caught, and then everyone can run.
That's a new rule in the NFL?
Yep.
That's stupid.
But touchdowns went up like 50%.
That's boring.
So the average starting point increased 6 yards, but the number of touchdowns so far has been increased by like 50%. I saw that stat the other night. So it's like as long as it's something's going on other than we're just kicking out of bounds, or not out of bounds, but in the end zone all the time.
I'm sick of woke. I'm sick of it.
I don't think that's woke. I think that's
it's just because
players are getting
football's football. You should be like, whatever.
Oh, I do.
The rules are still
I like old school football where people were getting smashed and there's like blindside. If you're not looking up, it's the same in hockey. I'm a hockey player. I played. If you cross center ice and your head's down, you deserve to get your bell rung.
Yeah.
Same in football. If you catch the ball and you get hit, so be it.
But there's
you go across the middle, you're going to get hit.
But there's a perimeter you're supposed to honor, right? When the guy's catching the ball, right? I mean,
you got to give him.
You got to catch it, or
you got to let him catch it.
Right?
You can't hit him before he catches it.
Yeah.
But once he catches it, he's fair game.
Yeah. Well, I mean, Anyway,
if you want to wear big padded helmets, go ahead.
Yeah, I get it. I get it. This day and age with all the concussions and all that stuff and things like that too. But if that's what we're concerned about, let's start with. Anyway, let's start with wrapping this up because it's a tirade here. All right, I'm going to pour some more Rebecca Creek. You pour that, and let's say go Irish, and we'll end this one.
Go Irish!
Go Irish!
Beat
Aggies.
I was going to say Aggies, but I couldn't remember who was the Longhorns and who were Aggies. But Texas A&M is the Aggies, and Texas
Tech is something. I don't know what Texas Tech.
I think Texas is the Longhorns, and Texas Tech is.
I don't know what the Texas Techs are, but you know what? We don't have to play them, so we don't care.
That's right.
Anyway, see you guys later.
Bye-bye.
Bye.